Hello from the Dukascopy TV studio in Geneva. We are talking about the power and the success factor storytelling today. And I welcome Ms. Tulia Lopes. She's founder and CEO of the Assertive Women Entrepreneurs Group. Oh, welcome to the studio, Tulia.
My pleasure.
So tell us, why is storytelling so powerful?
You know, since we are kids, we hear stories. And in the past, it was through stories that we learned and that all the information was passed through generations. And nowadays, we have so much information coming to us. But in this globalized world, we need to find a way to identify ourselves, and the best way is through our own story. People can forget what you say, they can forget what you did, but they will never forget the way you made them feel. So that is the power of storytelling.
So actually, how can storytelling lead to business success?
As I said before, we are living in a globalized world. And if you don't find, people are not interested anymore only in what you do. They can choose by themselves whatever they want to buy, whatever they want to get. In the past, it was much easier for you to come and say, I have this and this is the best. I do this and I am the best. But nowadays, they can verify that. And you have to have a very strong and very powerful story behind whatever you do, if it's a product or a service. So
putting us in the situation of the daily workplace and also the business leader, how can actually a leader use storytelling to be successful for work?
Stories touch your emotions. And while you're talking to people, and if you're trying to persuade them by logic, they are not going to follow you. People, they connect to you, they follow you through what they engage emotionally. So that's the power of the true leadership. Because true leadership is when you show what you do and you connect through your emotions. So then the people can relate to that. So this is why, to my perception, the true leader is the one that can really connect, can really understand the emotion in their group, and from there take them to where he believes or she believes that she needs to take them. And it's the best. It's not the easiest way, because you really have to understand first your own emotions.
So Tulia, what is an example for a strong story?
I give you a personal one. Back on the early 2000s, I had like a design jewelry store in Dublin, in Ireland. And one day a man passed by and he got into the store. I was there. He was on his 70s. And he came to me to compliment about the store. He loved it. And he said to me, "What do you sell?" And I was puzzled. I looked at him and said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "What do you sell?" And I looked around and I thought, maybe this guy is crazy, because there were jewelry all over. And I said, "Jewelry?" And then he smiled and looked at me. He said, "No, you sell a dream, a desire of beauty. And that's what you sell." And for me, it was one of, as they call, aha moments, that I thought, oh my God, he's right. And that was a shift that changed my perception and goes back to the storytelling, like how then I would tell a story to my customers on how beautiful and how they will feel better if they were one of my jewelries. And that was amazing.
Tulia, you are organizing an event which is called Giving Voice to Women. And the cornerstone of this event is storytelling. So can you tell us more about what this event is about?
Yeah. You know, nowadays, we go to many events, networking events, where we share our cards, we talk about what we do, and we try to make connections, but we are not talking really why we are doing this. And I decided to create this event for two reasons. One of the reasons also is because I am a speaker and I don't see too many women on stage speaking. And as a speaker, I know many good speakers. And I said, well, I want to create an event where I feature women on stage, but they come to tell us their journey. Why their journey? Why storytelling? Because back to those networking events where we go, sometimes you see someone that is already doing what you want to do, or in the sense like is where you want to be. And we tend to forget that to get there, there's a path. And sometimes for not knowing the difficulties, the pitfalls, the challenges to reach, we assume that it was an easy path to that person. And in this event, these ladies, they come on stage. They are women from several backgrounds, from business to artists, but they come to share their journey on how they got there. And with that, they inspire people, because then people who are there on the audience and think, wow, I really want to do this, or that's what I had in mind. But they see that at the way, there's no shortcuts. There are difficulties, but there are also joy when you overcome those obstacles. And that is why it's so powerful. And again, that is the power of storytelling.
Wow. And could you let us know, when is this event? How can interested find out more about it?
Of course, yes. It's happening in Zurich for the second time, and it's going to be on a Saturday, October 31st. And it happens the whole day. It starts on 10 in the morning and goes up to 5:30. So we have not only speeches, but we have entertainment. And on stage, I have women, but I have a man introducing them. And that is like a twist that I give, because he has a very specific task. He doesn't only have to introduce them very well, but he also has to share to the audience about the important women he had in his life. So that is a joy, yeah.
So what would be the web address if people want to find more about it?
Okay, www.summit-swiss.com.
Thank you very much, Tulia Lopes, for being here today and sharing this information with us.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
And thanks for watching. Do make sure to keep clicking back on the Dukascopy TV website for latest updates and exclusive interviews. Have a great day and see you next time.